Let me preface this with all of the records I'm about to choose. I would pick all of the albums from all of these artists, so it's very hard for me to pick just one. The first album that I would want to be stranded with, I'm going to go with Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory. I'm a huge Oasis fan. I think that they're phenomenal. I've been listening to them for years. Have yet to see them in concert, so hopefully they get back together at some point. But I did get to see Liam. We actually toured with him a bit a couple years ago in Europe, and I certainly stalked him in his dressing room for a while to try to catch him, and got to meet him, and actually spent quite a few shows hanging out with him, and he was just the coolest, like just exactly who you want him to be. So nice, so cool, so down to earth, and just awesome. I mean, I think he's one of the greatest frontmen. So I'm going with What's the Story, Morning Glory for Oasis, because I think it's kind of a fan favorite and it's a must-have. So. The second album I would like to be stranded with is SUPERUNKNOWN by Soundgarden. Obviously, for any of you who know me, I'm a massive Soundgarden fan. It was really hard for me to pick just one record because I think all of them are just phenomenal, but I think I would really be sad if I never heard Fell on Black Days again, or My Wave, or Mailman, or Day I Tried to Live, or 4th of July, or I can just list all the songs on the album. But, I think Soundgarden is just one of the greatest bands of all time, and, I gotta give them a shout out too. It's certainly one of the greatest highlights of my life to get to play with them on a new song, Only Love Can Save Me Now. So album number 3, I picked Rage Against the Machine, Battle of Los Angeles. Rage to me is kind of just a perfect band. Like the amalgamation of all of them together, when they play together, there's just no one like them. And I think if I was stranded, I'd probably be a little pissed off. So I need some rage to help me with my rage. So I'm going with Battle of Los Angeles. Also want to give Tom Morello a shout out and a thank you because he played with us on our song And So It Went. If you can't tell, I tend to kind of seek out my favorite bands and ask them to come play on our records. So Jimmy Page, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you next. I don't know, but anyway, Rage are awesome, and so that's album number 3. Album number 4, I struggled with this, and I'm totally cheating, but it's the Beatles, and it's actually kind of impossible for me to pick one Beatles record. All of them, it's the Bible of what we do. You can't segregate it, but if I had to, just because of the stranded thing, I guess I'm going to go with the White Album, just simply because it's a double album. And it's, obviously amazing. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Revolution, and, Dear Prudence, and Blackbird, and I don't need to list all the songs. The Beatles are just incomparable, and every Beatles record. This is such a mean question, but I'll go with the White Album. The last record I would bring is definitely Pink Floyd, and I'm gonna have to go with The Wall. Again, really hard for me to pick just one record, but I'm gonna go with The Wall just because why not? Actually, if I think about it, I'd probably pick Animals, but it's short. So I'm stick with The Wall. What can I say? They're really in a category all of their own. There's just really no one else like them. If I'm sitting by myself, The Wall and Pink Floyd is certainly something that I want to delve into and let my mind escape into. There you have it. There's the 5 albums I would like to be stranded with. I feel like I'm missing so many, so hopefully I never get stranded. Actually, this was the first album I think that we actually had titled before we had all the songs for the record, because as soon as that line came into play, it's actually a line that had been kicking around for a very long time. It was something that our producer Kato used to say. It was this phrase of like this ethic that we lived our life by, of death by rock and roll, live life your own way, go out your own way, don't let anyone tell you differently. And he, sadly passed in a motorcycle accident. And when we lost him, that phrase just kind of became so relevant in a new way again, that it was just, that was it. It was immediately like, well, that's what we're calling the next record.
Hey there, thanks for watching Access TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite Access TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I'd like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.